Hello and welcome to Week 16 of Electric Football. This is Steve Brown, who took an hour and a half to get here from the stupid New York and New Jersey transit. And I'm Stu Pace, who's been sitting here for an hour and a half frickin' waiting for him. Before we begin our picks, we want to congratulate the Fairlawn High School youth football program who went to Canton, Ohio and won the national championship for the junior division. So, Cutters, even though our show is backwards because we use Apple, congratulations to the Fairlawn Cutters.
Good job, Fairlawn Cutters.
All right, we're going to go right into the games. We don't have a lot to talk about because there's only a few good games that mean anything.
Old Baltimore at New Baltimore. New Baltimore beats Old Baltimore. Stu.
Pretty much. The Ravens are still in the wild card hunt here. If they're going to win a game, this is going to be one of the games they have to win. I think they crush the Colts. I think we say goodbye to Chuck Pagano at the end of the year. Let's move on to the next game. I believe we have some
Vikings at Green Bay. The division is ours. This land shall fall before us. And Teddy Bridgewater played for a couple seconds. Didn't play well, evidently, but he did play. So God bless us, man. I am so glad we're not going into this game having to beat Green Bay.
Yep.
Detroit can do whatever the hell they want.
Lose typically.
We're one of the top 3 or 4 teams, and we got a shot this year. The Case Keenum thing is now established. He's playing good this year, and it ain't changing. I keep waiting for it to revert back, and it ain't changing.
Go figure.
God damn, if we had Dalvin Cook, we'd be a scary-ass team.
Yeah.
But we don't, and we have to deal with what we have. We're good enough to beat Green Bay. It's Tuesday. Aaron Rodgers also came back and played. Probably a mistake in hindsight. So, I get why they did. We're not sure if he's going to play or not. I would not play him. I would sit his ass down.
They're going nowhere. Why are you going to throw him in there to get killed against this kind of defense?
Yeah, I mean, we have a violent defensive line. He's still healing, and they're out of it. So hopefully they sit him for his own protection. Stupid.
Yeah, I think the Vikings have an amazing chance here to actually get some real home field advantage. Philly can stumble in the next 2 weeks because their quarterback situation is still... It's Foles. We don't know if he's going to carry on in the way that Case Keenum came in and played for the Vikings, but certainly he can. He's shown the ability in the past to. But why would you put Aaron Rodgers in here? It makes no sense. Green Bay, do yourself a favor, wait for next year. Vikings by a bunch.
Lions at the Bengals. And boy, the Bengals really showed up and gave a big fight. And now we hear that they're mutually parting ways with their coach.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys walk away from NFL coaching that they've done for 16 years without winning a playoff game, and they feel good about themselves, don't they? You know what?
Guys, I think I did a great job here.
I want to spend a little more time with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can believe that if you want. It's a nice way of saying Marvin Lewis got fired. The Lions win this game easily.
Yeah, this is not even a question of who's going to win this game. The Lions typically will disappoint you. I just don't think it's this week. I'm taking the Lions.
What do we got? Dolphins at Chiefs. So go, Stu.
Why bother? I think Miami's going to start throwing in. Mathematically, we still have a chance, but I'd start seeing what we got here for next season. The Chiefs have to win this game. There's no doubt about it. They're in a dogfight in the playoffs, and I think they come in and pull out all the stops against Miami. And Miami can't cover tight ends, and one of the best in the league right now is Travis Kelce. There's no way they cover him.
It would be a hell of a thing if they beat the Chargers and then lost the last 2, especially against a Dolphins team that has nothing to play for.
Yep. We do, but not.
Watch Tyreek Hill run for 60-yard touchdowns. Watch Travis Kelce jump over people into the end zone. Go Chiefs. Bills at Pats. And I'm going to do it right now. Before we get into the end of that game, Gronk's fourth quarter was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Maybe Kellen Winslow in that game against the overtime game against the Dolphins was a more impressive performance by a tight end. But if you can name a more impressive quarter, he literally just said, "You can't cover me, my ball. You can't cover me, my ball. And you can't cover me, my ball." It was,
And the one he grabbed inches from the ground was just spectacular.
Yeah.
How's a big guy like that gracefully go down, get a ball that's this far off the ground, and come up with it?
It takes me 5 minutes to tie my shoes, to get down there to tie my shoes. That was as impressive. And what also was impressive, and I don't know if people caught this, but after Gronk's 2-point conversion, he was kind of celebrating. And Brady came up to him and went, "It's not over." And boy, it was not over because
No.
Juju Schuster-Smith, I mean, he ran out of gas at the end there, but he was flying.
You could hear him going, "Tackle me."
All right, now rant time. Obviously, it's a freaking catch. If I can hand the ball to Stu and he can do one of these and it breaks the plane, why is that a more impressive football play than me throwing a 30-yard pass, you catching it and lunging for the end zone and getting it past? It's harder to do that. It's a football move. Make it so if there's a catch and the man breaks the field with the ball, it doesn't matter if one hand comes off when he lands.
And I thought he became a runner because he caught the ball this way, turned and took 2 steps, and then lunged forward. In my opinion, he is then a runner. The ball broke the plane,
I don't
and it
think he
doesn't
took
matter.
steps, though, did
He
he?
did. He had to turn to catch the ball.
He turned and fell onto his knee and slammed the ball down.
No, he
Talk
had
to
2
us in
steps
the
going.
comments. Did he
I thought
take
he had
steps?
2 steps. I thought he became a runner. Football move, should have been a touchdown.
Ridiculous. Des Bryant before him, and the Calvin Johnson thing out of the end of the end zone. Now, I understand if you catch the ball in the end zone as you're coming down and a guy knocks the ball out of the way, it makes it a little more complex. But if you catch it in the field of play and break the plane.
And the ball can't cause a fumble at the ground, but it certainly did there.
I'm sorry. Just make it simple. If you catch it in the field of play and have possession, when you break the plane of the end zone, just like a running back, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, that rule has to be
Simple
changed.
Fix. There's not a whole lot of debate. Well, what will that do? It'll make the game better.
And faster. How long did we wait for that decision?
I'm taking the Patriots in this game. I think they're unstoppable right now. I think right now they are the best team in football.
Naturally, they responded from the Miami game by beating Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, which they needed to do in order to gain home field advantage.
They actually kind of lost to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh didn't have Antonio Brown at the end.
Yeah, and I think Roethlisberger, even though he said the call came in from the sideline, doesn't mean you have to throw it into quadruple coverage. Did you not watch the Seattle Super Bowl against New England? There were 5 goddamn Patriots there, and you threw it to the one guy who goes, Patriots.
All right, I don't know if I feel that bad about that. He was
do.
trying to stick the ball in there. I get you.
No, you could have tied the game with a field goal. And
Yes, there is that. You
there was
didn't have
no
to take
reason
the
to do
risk.
that.
Browns at Bears, and I'm taking the Browns. Why the F not?
As am I.
All righty. Tampa at Carolina. And Carolina is coming off of a couple of 31-24 wins. And they have wins, and that's over the Vikes and the Packs. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they have wins over this year. Let's see, the Saints, the Pats, the Falcons, the Vikings, the Pack. They're good.
Yeah.
And they're better when they have Greg Olsen. They seem to be figuring out.
He was back. Yeah.
They seem to be figuring out ways to get Christian McCaffrey out in space and starting to take advantage of his skill set. And did Tampa show you anything last night?
They can't kick a field goal.
They hung tough, but they're not winners at this point. Dirk Cutter is going to be cut. You can feel that coming. So give me Carolina. And I would not want to face. Oh, I guess Thomas Davis is out for 2 games.
Yeah.
But I would not want to face.
Which was, I'm sorry, another bullshit call. Here's a guy who was in the field in a play, during a play. I don't think it was a gross hit that warranted a 2-game suspension when you get a Gronkowski who, after a play, body slams a guy and gets 1 game. It's NFL, you're fucking this up. And that's why WrestleMania is going to bring back the XFL.
Wow. Did you see that 30x30? It wasn't bad.
No, but there talks about, they've registered trademarks for UFL, URFL,
Electric Football XL.
Electric Football XL.
Really? We'll announce it, Vince.
He hate me.
I hate Vince. Anyway, I love Vince if he'll hire us. So Carolina's won 6 of their last 7. They've beaten very good teams this year. Be scared of Carolina.
Can they look at their owner's distraction problem and put it in the rearview mirror and play well?
Yeah, P. Diddy's going to be the new owner, and he's never sexually harassed anybody. No offense, Mr. Diddy. People forget, and I almost went to the goddamn thing. People forget that there was the rap and basketball show that P. Diddy, when he was, Sean Combs or whatever, or Puff Daddy, whatever he was
Honestly,
at
he
the
could be
time.
sitting next to me. I wouldn't know.
He did it, and there was a crunch, and people got killed in the the crunch to go into the damn
Oh,
thing.
very
And I
much-
actually thought
Very
about
Who-like.
going to that. So yeah, P Diddy's got his skeletons. Is all I'm saying. If Jerry Richardson's
Yeah.
got his skeletons,
And Kaepernick wants to buy in too. That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. If you're like an 85-year-old man sexually harassing people, they should just slap him, change his diaper, and move on.
And what's his penalty? A $2 billion sale of his franchise.
Yeah, other people lose their job. I get $2 billion. So
Oh,
screw
to
you,
be
Mr.
rich.
Richardson.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck.
Falcons at Saints. We're in a good mood
I
today.
know.
Falcons at Saints. Other than a good running game, did the Falcons show you anything last night? No.
That they can beat a team that can't make a field goal at the end of the game.
Right, and what was it they were saying? Their running back has had like 3 concussions, and he's saying, "I'm not changing my running style."
They were running fierce. I wasn't going to watch the game, and some reason I ended up watching it.
Mhm.
They were banging.
Yeah.
Falcons running backs were banging. They fumbled often. But
breaking tackles, but you do go, after 3 concussions, I might actually change my running style. And after 4,
yeah, to retired.
no, seriously, seriously, they say like concussions get easier and easier, and after the 4th, you really go up for risk for like brain damage.
Right.
So, yeah, I might actually think about changing my running style. But I like the Saints in this game. I think the Falcons. I thought more was going to come out of them. I was hoping that they would round into form like Carolina has and make this an exciting game, but I don't think that it will be. I think Drew Brees is on top of this.
Yeah,
and
it's
they
their
win this.
second road game. They barely beat Tampa in Tampa. I can't see them beating Drew Brees and this rejuvenated New Orleans team. They're just fun to watch again.
Broncos at Washington, and Washington's at home with a better QB situation. I think a better defensive backfield. I don't see the Broncos being able to throw the ball at this point on Washington. I keep trying not to say that.
Redskins.
Trying not to say that other name. So I think Washington's the pick in this one.
All right, well, I'm going to call them the Hackaways then. At least it's not so offensive.
Works for
anyway.
me.
Yeah, Washington. Not much more to talk about.
All right, Rams at the Titans. And let me tell you, if the Rams didn't impress you last week, I don't know what's gonna.
Yeah.
They came out and they just smoked the Seahawks in every possible way. I did not think that was possible. I think I picked the Rams. Somebody checked the tape. But I did not think it was going to be an utter beatdown.
I believe we both took the Rams.
And I'm going to take them again here. I think even on the road, the Rams' offense is scary good this year. It's amazing to see the difference in Jared Goff. It's amazing to see what Todd Gurley has been able to do. Not that I didn't think he was going to do this coming out of Georgia. I just thought he was going to do it last year. So it's nice to see it actually coming true this year. And the Rams are a very, very dangerous team. If you've watched, I've been on the Titans, bandwagon a little bit, but I think Mariota's regressed a little bit.
I believe that's one of my notes.
Some of that is that they're just not letting him. Winston and Russell being similar quarterbacks, like they're not letting him do the things that Winston and Russell do, and maybe they need to start mixing more of that into their game plan.
Yeah, and I think these two teams are similar in their makeup. They're both really running teams, and they both have mobile quarterbacks. Mariota certainly more mobile than Goff, but I think the play calling on the Rams side is just so much better than what's going on in Tennessee, and I'm taking the Rams.
There we go. Chargers at Jets, and both teams
Who
coming
cares?
off crushing losses. No, well, as you said before, the Chargers do
Just a
still have,
playoff,
they
yeah.
do have a shot at this. The Jets, it seems like their defensive players for years have been sort of pains in the ass for the coaches. And Mohammed Wilkerson, Mo Wilk, if you will, is, doing the same sort of thing. Like, show the hell up for meetings. I don't care if you're disappointed in, like, your team's performance or whatnot. You're not making it better by not being on time. You're not making it better by being suspended. And I like that Bowles said, stay the hell home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I didn't show up for meetings, and now I do a YouTube NFL Pick'em show.
We're all having it. Yeah, Mo Wilk, you're welcome to sit right. We got rid of Tim, I
What are you
guess.
doing Tuesdays?
So we're ready for Mo Wilk to come hang out with us. So I think the Chargers, with a lot more to play for, are going to come into the Meadowlands, and I think they're going to stomp the Jets.
If this one's San Diego, I'd say they definitely are going to win. I think the Jets will put up some kind of fight here, but overall, the Chargers are the better team. They should win this game. I'm taking the Chargers.
Jacksonville at San Francisco, and
Not so fast, Jacksonville.
oh, I thought I picked the wrong game there.
No.
Jimmy Garoppolo is 3-0, and
Do you know that he hasn't lost a start yet?
is that true? No, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I heard somebody
Stu
else say it on
Pace.
TV, but that blew me away.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I'm trademarking it. But I'm sorry, Calais Campbell's going to eat his freaking lunch. Jacksonville's defense is massively impressive, and all of a sudden, Blake Bortles has strung together a couple of good games, maybe 3 good games in a row. It's scary to think that he could be carried by this defense, a la a Peyton Manning in the last year at Denver.
Phil Simms, Jeff Hostetler, Trent Dilfer.
Oh yeah, there've been
Name them.
Yeah,
Great defenses carry a average quarterback.
Who was the Jim McMahon?
Jim McMahon.
No offense, Jimmy Mack, but that
You were
defense
not
was
great.
no. I mean, you had the defense, and you had freaking Walter Payton.
Really.
So anyway, I'm taking Jacksonville, and I'm interested to hear what Stu's going to say because he seems to have a little man crush on Jimmy there.
Oh, no, I totally agree.
Good.
I think this is a very close game, though. Niners are playing inspired ball. They had been all season.
For a bad team, they're not bad.
Exactly. And they're in a division that's been pretty tough overall. But I think Jacksonville's defense is just going to tee off. I don't think Garoppolo is going to be having enough time to pull off some of the throws he made last week. Jacksonville's secondary has been playing very, very well. They're a ball hawking machine, and I like Jacksonville.
There you go.
So watch them lose.
It's easy to be a ball hawking team when the pressure on the quarterback makes him throw.
And you throw the run game out the window because you can't.
Right, so quickly. It's oh God, there's a symbiosis. When you get a great defensive line, the rest of the defense
Looks great.
can look great,
True.
even if the talent isn't on an elite level.
Yeah.
Pressure on a QB
Balls
changes
overthrown or underthrown.
changes everything, and
Yeah.
that's what Jacksonville does this year really, really well. Seattle at Dallas, and you go. I got nothing.
I don't have any. Both teams need to win.
Oh yeah.
But if my picks are correct that I've made so far, the Hawks will still be on the outside looking in. I think the Cowboys win here. Zeke returns, am I right?
I believe so.
So that changes the entire complexity of the Dallas offense, even though Alfred Morris has done a pretty sturdy job.
Yeah, he's not Zeke Elliott.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys.
I don't like the Cowboys, so I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks
I know you don't
simply
like
as a I hate you Cowboys pick.
I hate New England, but you pick them.
No, I really don't. It's the end of the year. I don't care. Seattle's got a chance. Well, Dallas has a chance, I suppose. What's Dallas's record now? Help me out here. Dallas is 8-6.
They're still in it.
Yeah, they're in it for the wild card.
Yep.
I mean, they're not catching Philly.
But they're
obviously.
behind Seattle, so they need to win here.
Okay, so it's a big game if you're looking at wild card implications. I'm taking Seattle to come in pissed off from what happened last week, and this is going to be a testament to, is Pete Carroll really their leader, or will they fall apart? I don't think Pete Carroll is as good a coach as people seem to think he is. I feel like he gets walked on by his players.
I
But
think he's
Jason,
a nice guy, yeah.
Jason Garrett even more so. So, honestly,
I got no strings to hold me down. He's freaking Pinocchio to Geppetto up there in the booth.
okay,
Oh, whatever you do.
yeah, like that. Gonna make you dance, Jason Garrett.
Okay, Jerry.
Gonna put you in the fire.
Put Zeke in.
Wow.
Man, we got to go home. It's late.
Gonna burn you, Jason Garrett, burn. Long commute. Sorry, folks. Giants at Cardinals.
No one cares.
And
Giants.
Cardinals are down to Drew Stanton, and I'm still taking Cardinals.
Giants. I don't care.
Pittsburgh at Texans, and the Texans have been horrible. Pittsburgh really did win that game. I imagine they're going to be an angry team. The loss of Antonio Brown for a couple of weeks is going to set them back, but they can overcome that with the talent they have on offense.
Yeah, this game couldn't come at a better time for them with him out.
Yeah, if you look at Pittsburgh, the loss of Ryan Shazier, now the loss of Antonio Brown, really they're two key components on both sides, offense and defense. But they've got a gimme here, and they're going to take this game easily.
Agreed.
So what do we end up with? We end up with Raiders,
Raiders and Eagles.
at Philly. And the Raiders are pissed off because they're like, you brought out an index card and you're like, oh yeah, it's a first down now. The hell
Wait a
is
minute.
that? Ping. Seriously, is that in the rule book? Like, okay, when you're not sure, you can either. Well, I'm not going to say
It's
what's
not
about
against the
this.
rule. That was the thing. It's not against the rule. It's been done before.
All right.
Is
so,
it wafer thin?
Waffle?
Wafer thin?
Wafer
Monty
thin.
Python's Meaning of Life.
Wow.
It is wafer thin.
You're going deep on me here. Nicky touchdown. Nicky Foles wins this game. It is the year of the backup quarterback or the third string quarterback taking teams to
Yeah.
the playoffs and the NFC Championship games, hopefully. And hopefully it's Vikings, Eagles, because that's a fun matchup. So, yeah, I'm giving Nick Foles the benefit of the doubt. He has played well whenever he's been an Eagle. He has played well recently.
Yeah.
I like
plus,
him.
he's surrounded by better talent than the first time he was there.
He had some talent the first time he was there. That was the Jeremy Maclin and Deshaun
Sproles,
Jackson.
Yeah,
Sproles.
but they weren't. These guys are just
That was
playing out
the
of their minds.
whatchamacallit, Chip Kelly offense
Yeah.
when it was at its own, when it was at its
Yeah,
best.
maybe it wasn't the talent. It was the coach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're
it's interesting. They've both got. He's got enough talent around him right now, and he is talented enough, and he's experienced enough not to screw things up.
Yeah.
And they're going against a Raider team that had a crushing loss with the vapor thin, and then the fumble. Like I literally want to break the plane, but woo, let me send that ball flying.
Instead of fumbling out of bounds, I'll fumble it through the end zone.
Yeah,
Way to go, Derek.
Yeah, nothing for nothing. Like you were trying to make a
Poor
football
guy.
play, a good try. It's been a bad year. The Raiders need to erase this one and just look to next year.
I think the Raiders have to play an absolutely perfect game, and I don't think that happens against Philadelphia. I am taking the Eagles to clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs here, I believe, with this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
So we'll see them
New
all.
Jersey Transit, fix your freaking problem.
Lucky you don't commute in New Jersey. Bye-bye.